Okay, we are back here with another in-house league game, and we have both team captains will be sitting in the drafter spots. So Busk will be drafting against Woop. So again, we have Busk, Janko, Remensky, Haha, and Dutch on the Legion side. Then we have Woop, Sunk, Koget, Platycris, and Blower on the Hellborn side here. So let's see what will happen in Han here with Busk and Whoop being split up here. Their powers were too great last game, clearly. So far, we have Draconis and Devourer banned from Legion, Master of Arms, Adrenaline banned from Hellborn, and the last ban from Legion will be Andromeda. Magnus will be the last ban here from the Hellborn side. First pick of the Chipper. The Chipper. The Acorn Man. Mr. Nuts. The Nut Man. So, see what Hellborn decides to pick up here.
Harkon's blade is overcompensation, if you ask me.
They're going to go with a Moira on their first pick. And we will have. What will the second pick be here for Whoop G? He's going to go with Drunken Master. Drunken Master. Drunken Master. Drunken Master, a hero that's pretty flexible. Can kind of lane anywhere. Pretty solid hero. Two picks coming up for Legion now. They could look to pick up something like a Moraxis here against the Moira. There's the Moraxis pick. And then they might want to go with another support here. So I wouldn't be surprised to see like a Glacius against the Drunken Master, something that kind of holds him down. Glacius kind of nice with Moraxis and Chipper as well with the mana aura. Um, they could also go with like a Nymphora or something. Wouldn't be out of the question. We'll see if they go with a support hero or not. Maybe they want another killing hero. Even something like a Deadwood could be very good, or something similar. Shadow picking Dampier. Oh my god, I'm so big brain today. I'm calling out the picks left and right. There's the Glacius. I love it. I think the Glacius was good though. Really good against the Drunken with the Immobilize. Kind of hold him in place. Man, I wonder if these guys are like in my head or something. It's like maybe I should just stop talking. I don't know. Calling the picks out today, left and right. But I like it. I think they got a good start on the Legion side. I think we'll most likely see dual core from. Actually, we could see dual core from both sides. I think they'll pick up two farmers on Legion, and then I think we'll see like some kind of semi-carry kind of role with the Drunken. Maybe like a corrupted could be good here. Um, They already ban away the Puppet Master, which I think is a good supplement to Drunken. Brings magic damage to the table. They should maybe look to ban out the Corrupted as well. Or even like an Initiator that they don't want to face. But so far, Swiftblade and Sir Bensington are banned. From the Hellborn side, I think the Bensington would actually fit very well with the Moira and the Drunken already, so they could have maybe even picked that up themselves. But I think maybe they're not thinking about picking up the Benzi here, so they go ahead and ban it. The Ravenor ban is pretty interesting from Busk. Um, they will last ban the Ooga Booga. They did have Moira, but I guess maybe that's not enough to deal with Oogie. And they have a very good lineup around an Oogie right now. Chipper stacking jungle, um, focus buffer also making him more tanky. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and say that, okay, they ban out Doctor Repulsor. I think that Hellborn's gonna go Corrupted here. Um, and maybe like Initiator on mid, like Kraken or something. I think like Corrupted Kraken would be really good for Hellborn. But I'm gonna be interested to see what their other support hero is. I mean, there is still like a Lodestone on the board, so they could pick up a Lodestone here on Hellborn. They could go like Lodestone Corrupted or something. You're gonna go Engineer Madman. Alright. I'm finally wrong with some picks. I like that. Engineer, kind of forgot about him as well. Really solid against the Meraxis, I would say. Like, all the skills are AoE, and he can't really run around and chase people if he's stuck in an energy field. And he also can't kill it very quickly himself. Energy field's pretty good here. Oh, they're gonna go with a War Beast! Oh, finally I see a War Beast! Approve. Approve. I don't care. I have to approve the War Beast pick. I haven't seen War Beast in comp in so long. Now I will say, as a War Beast player myself, pretty tough game to be a War Beast against a Madman and a Drunken. These heroes are really hard to chase down. Some of the most mobile cores in Han. Madman running around hasted with stock, Drunken Master staggering all over the place and punching you, with the lunge. It is not the best Warbeast game, but Busk likes to play laning Warbeast or carry Warbeast like in the short lane. So I think we'll see short lane Warbeast and then like either tri lane top or 2-2. I would be very surprised to see um, Busk jungle or go suicide with the Warbeast. So I think he's going to be short lane with the Warbeast. And they're going to be looking to win the other lanes. So I do feel like, although I really like seeing the Warbeast here, I feel like it might have been misdrafted against the Madman and the Drunken. But we'll see if they can make it work. Now, he is kind of the one role. They have a Torture who's also going to be farming a lot this game. So he's like the magic core carry or like second core. Warbeast is either the one or the two, Torch the other one. So we'll see if they can make it work. They have a pretty good team built around the Warbeast. Everyone has stuns. They have good fighting power. It could definitely work here. And so I did talk about the Torture was the last pick. Those are the two cores. And they go with a last pick Pebbles here. So I think we're going to see position 2 Pebbles, position 3 Drunken Master, and then one roll Madman, NG, and Moira are the supports. Pretty nice lineup, honestly, from top to bottom here. From Woopg. I am gonna favor his draft just a little bit, and it hurts me to say that, as Busk did pick up a Warbeast, so he made me pretty happy there with the Warbeast pick. But I think if I was a Warbeast this game facing a Drunken Madman and a Pebbles, I would not be too happy, in all honesty. These are not some of the heroes I want to see when I play a Warbeast. Now, with that being said, he could still go the puzzle box builds, and he can like take out the energy field. He can get the Whispering Helm if he wants to, and have a creep to kind of lock one of them down. It can definitely work, but in general, it's kind of a tough Warbeast game. Also, we're going to be seeing the dual mid here, Engineer Pebbles. So they're going to be looking to get Pebbles to blink. That's generally what you want to do. And then they send the Drunken to solo short. He'll go up against the dual lane of Glacius and Moraxis. I think he could have some trouble up in this lane. There's a lot of control. There's the freeze into the stomp. Uh, and then we have Moira and Madman going to be going against the Warbeast. So Madman alone against the Warbeast is a good matchup because he can just get a Chalice, spam barrel roll, and kill the wolves. And Warbeast can't do anything pre-level 6 to Madman like at all. Madman is super strong against Warbeast in laning phase. I actually played this matchup at World Finals in 2016. I was a short lane Warbeast against a Madman, and I got absolutely annihilated. It's just really it's a good lane for Madman. Now again, that was a long time ago, but the same principles apply. The heroes still function the same way. So we'll see what Busk does if he tries to pull for himself with the dogs, maybe pull the jungle into the lane, or if he just tries to farm. He's gonna maybe I think he should be pulling that. All right, he's gonna pull about half the wave. Maybe he gets it to stack here as well. That'd be incredibly good. If oh, he's not gonna manage to do it. But either way, he's gonna be getting some farm, so he has a good idea of what he wants to do here with the Warbeast. That's good. And he's not gonna go Battle Cry for now, but I think later he'll be getting that since he's playing a laning Warbeast. I do think the Primal Rage is very good because he gets passive regen, so I will agree with that for now. But Battle Cry is arguably really good when you're playing a laning Warbeast. We'll see if he puts any points in it or not. Smack him. So yeah, right now he just wants the levels. Later on, once he gets like level 5, he can like jungle super easily. Even, you know, early levels he can jungle easily. So yeah, I want to see Madman either get an early bottle or an early chalice and just spam stalk and barrel roll on him and the wolves. That's really good for Madman to do against a Warbeast. So anyway, enough of bottom lane. We have Tort and Chipper against Pebbles and Engineer. It's actually a pretty strong lane for Legion. They have dual range, lots of nukes. They can hit Pebbles a lot. He has low armor. Let's see how both sides are doing. So Pebbles is 11 and 0. Tort is 9 and 1. It's pretty even here. And then we have the bottle gonna be only one charge here on Legion side. Top lane, Drunken Master 1v2 again. He's against Glacius Moraxis. He's 9 and 1 actually, which is really good. So he's getting a lot of farm up here. So they're not actually stopping him as good as they could have. I want to see them use their skills a little bit more. He's playing this really well though on the Drunken so far. Warbeast is already level 4. So GPM not that high, but see this camp gonna be blocked here. Madman more or less free farming. He's the top farmer in the game. 16 and 7. So interesting, Rumensky goes 2 in the Glacial Blast. Last game Dutch on the Glacius went 2 in the Ice Imprisonment. I like the Thunder Blast level 2 better because it yields more burst. But you could also argue that the more Immobilize is good against the Drunken here as well. Anyway, minor stuff. Gonna put some pressure here on the Warbeast. I missed the Bloodlust kill. They took out the Chipper first. Now they did lose the Pebbles, so if Engineer can kill the Torture here, it's gonna be huge. He has a turret up. I think Tor might be fine. Yeah, one more auto attack. The stun's actually gonna save him. Also, he goes Bonds, which is interesting against the Pebbles. I was expecting him to go Impalement. So we had a 2-for-1 in the mid lane. Actually, no. Drunken did go down in the top lane. They finally brought him down. They have enough levels to take him out. It was a 1-for-1 in mid lane. The farmer died, but they did get Bloodlust, so it's going to give Tord a little bit of a GPM advantage. Busk is level 5, so he is doing very well here. I will say they haven't really shut down Warbeast too much. He is on 20 creep kills, so Busk is doing really well. Top lane, base just gonna fall here. The rotation in from Moira. Meraxis is out of mana now. I think Drunken's gonna be able to man up here. There's the Shards of Harkon, and the level 5 Drunken with the Moira rotation going to get them 2 kills. That is very, very good for Hellborn. Busk is level 6 now, but again, it's really hard for him to kill Madman, so I don't think we're going to see him use his Metamorphosis anytime soon. Unless he maybe gets a rotation. First, you're going to get locked down in the turret here. He goes down. Devil's going to maybe... He has a toss in 3 seconds, but there's the health pot from Chipper. Top rune going to be contested here by Legion. Oh, can he actually steal the haste? Oh, he actually can. Huge steal from Nede. Hits a beautiful keg on the Glacius too. I think they maybe want to go back in. Nah, he doesn't want to use up all of Pebbles' bottle. I mean, the one bad thing is that Pebbles doesn't get to use the haste, but obviously he would have died if he didn't use it, and he stole it from Legion, so it was perfectly fine. Pebbles gonna go down here. Ghost Marcher's picked up on the Drunken, and he is level 6 now, so his damage output is quite high. It's 260 GPM, he's at 19 creep kills. Meanwhile, though, Busk in the bottom lane has 300 GPM, 37 creeps. He's level 7 now, he hasn't gotten any in Battle Cry. And Moira here, this is the real Moira. Drunken is taking a lot of pressure. He's gonna get the Doing. Will he have enough damage though? Meraxis is gonna go down. Another freeze came out from the Glacius. I lied, that was not the real Moira. So they tried to go for a kill, but we got AoE lag. RIP. Maybe that's what happened. Oh, they see the stacks. Devil's gonna go ahead and try to steal the easy camp here. Maybe they try to steal the hard camp as well. Yep, I think they will maybe try. But Chipper is scouting them out, so they're gonna hold their skills for now. Ooh, they could maybe catch the Torturer here. This is a word from Legion though, they see him. Go ahead and take the rune. They won't be too greedy here. Game's pretty even though. Madman's still the top farmer. He is on 51 creep kills, which actually is the same as Warbeast, but jungle creep's gonna give a little bit less than the lane creeps will. Now he's getting the battle cry, which I think is fine. He got 2 points of primal rage for the regen. It's very good now. Gives 2 health regen per level, as well as ups his base damage. The battle cry does have a really long cooldown at low levels. It's a lot of mana commitment as well with the Hellhounds, so I can understand it. Laning phase went fine for them. They didn't need battle cry either. Both sides have a ward on top of each other. So overall, a little bit more gold across the board on Legion, but more on the top end of Hellborn's Madmen and Pebbles. Got a ward coming out here. Actually canceled his hit. Didn't get the ward. Goes for the cliff walk, isn't gonna get it. Maybe he should have just went for the counter ward instead. Pebbles takes a lot of pressure there from the skills of Legion. Goes for the Whispering Helm. He has the Skeleton King. If he picks up a Dust, he could definitely kill the Madman now. I feel like. See if Busk goes for the Dust. Maybe he can kill them. If he kills the Madman, it's huge because he's farming so well for Hellborn. Top lane, we got a fight going on here. They're just getting punched around, getting tossed like a salad. Meraxis gets mana sundered. There was a TP in from the Chipper. Has an Arcane Vortex. Oh, they could maybe turn this with the Chipper. Or we're gonna take some pressure. Goes down to the Matrix. They are gonna kill him. Busk did pick up a Dust, by the way. Isn't showing the Skeleton King. There's the stock gonna be used. Maybe he could go for him now. Man, I want to see him go for the kill. Like, especially when he uses stock and barrel roll. But I guess he just feels like he cannot kill him. Sees the Madman going down the river. Oh, Moira spawn is gonna be spotting them out here. Orbis dogs are trying to flank the Pebbles here for some extra damage. They could maybe kill the Pebbles here. Top lane, Moraxis is gonna go down. Engineer gonna make the escape. That was pretty close from both sides. Blaze just gonna get dove here now. Doing, and one more pit. He's gonna go down. Oh, he misses the barrel roll there. Might have hit one of the doggos. Duncan picks up a Shaman's. I think he should pick up either a bottle or a chalice now. Though I still have mana issues. Middle lane chainsaws are down. Pebbles has a toss coming up. Gonna get the counter kill. We'll survive. They did actually lose the Moira. It was a 2v1. Paying a lot of attention to Warbeast this game. So, Maraxis, he has a lot of build up here. He's gonna have a slow PK, even though he's been given a good farming lane. He is 3 and 2. Goes to the chalice, the bottle, the wind whistle. It's a lot of build up this game. A little bit weird that they're trying to do this like in clear vision. Duncan's gonna doing up the Moraxis. Quake Stun is on cooldown for 3 more seconds. There's the energy field. He gets the Quake Stun off. Gonna get perplexed there. Gets kegged backward. And he's gonna go down. Not sure what Dutch was thinking going for the kill there. Yeah, I feel like Busk has waited way too long to try to go for this Madman kill. But, I don't know. This is the real Madman. Gonna avoid the... Oh, he's gonna run into Chipper here. Takes off the focus buffer. Takes out the Chipper. He's gonna get dusted here. There's a stun from Tort though. Grip. And Madman's gonna die. Okay, they get a good counter kill. Game is again still dead even. If you look at the GPMs, it's like everyone around 300 to 400. Pebbles gonna concede the rune to Moraxis, which was a invis. We're gonna go for some stacks here. Pebbles is really close to Blink. And bombs away. I think he just needs easy camp. But maybe Engie can help him out with easy camp. Does he have mana for a toss? It's not gonna be enough. I think Moraxis kills him here. Yeah, I don't know. Dutch is playing a little bit too aggressively. Like he's supposed to be getting really close to his blink, and now he's only 400 gold away. Or I mean, only has 400 gold. Picks up an Energizer on the Drunken. It's gonna be really mobile now. Still didn't go for Bottle or Chalice or anything. Chipper goes down here to the Madman. So it was another solo kill. Okay, so Pebbles has the PK picked up. He's Veiled Rotted currently. And they see the Glacius and the... No. I mean, I guess he can't kill the Warbeast by himself, though, so it makes sense. But man, using the first smoke for a kill on the Glacius. Not what you really want to see. Even if they kill the Skeleton King, that's kind of a victory. There's a Chuck with the energy field. Pretty nice, and Warbeast doesn't have ult, so he's gonna die here. He's gonna also lose his Skeleton King. And Dutch dies again top. Drunken Master is just murdering. This was a 1v2 Drunken Master. He's now the top farmer in the game. This is starting to look bad for Legion. They got the Pebbles Blink. Drunken's doing really well, and Madman also had an extremely strong laning phase. Now, they did kill him one time, but he's almost at his cleaver. He's gonna have the Warhammer here, and the recipe is not too much more. They're gonna maybe get a counter kill here, finally. Pebbles is gonna survive. You gotta be kidding me. So low. They're gonna get the Engineer. Meanwhile, Drunken gets the tower. He doesn't even care that he's porting back. He's gonna throwing him up. And well, Dutch just fed. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say Dutch is griefing, but he kind of is at this point. That's way too many deaths. He should have been very close to Blink by now. Made too many mistakes. And it's gonna really hurt them because they're not gonna have initiation now. And they have the Torture with the icon. Like, ideally the timing here was they get the icon on Tort, they have the PK on Moraxis, and then Warbeast has P-Box. Like, Warbeast played amazing this game, minus the death he just had a minute ago. So it's going to set them back quite a lot, whereas the Hellborn has the portal key on the Pebbles. Like, he can maybe go in with a double combo here if they're ready to follow it up. Instead, they're just going to pick off the Chipper, and now they can look to maybe get the mid tower. Energy field. Oh, he missed a keg though. The turret's not going to push him back in the field. The Torture's going to hold his ground here. They might be able to turn this around. Here comes the Warbeast. Now the Shard or the Forge is in the background. The Vortex is up the Glacius. Meanwhile, Warbeast's going to take out the Pebbles here. He gets the toss up. But now Drunken Master, he's pretty deep behind enemy lines with the Engineer. Well placed turret from Nede, but Charge of Harkon is going to stun them up. He's going to die anyway. So yeah, they do dive a little bit too deep. They did get the Tort and the Chipper for the Engineer and the Pebbles. I think Drunken Master is just too, even with like low mana, he's too slippery for them. They can't kill him. He even picks up the Soul's Bulwark, which is really good against the Warbeast and the impalement damage. Torture, by the way, did not spec Torment, which I dislike. The level 1 of Torment is so good. Like, I could get behind him not going level 2, but level 1, it's... You drain 20 mana, per second and you deal 70 damage. Like the mana to damage ratio on this skill is insane. It is definitely wrong to skip Torment on Torturer. So Madman, he's got Cleaver now. Picks up the lifesteal. We'll probably see Whispering into Shrunken Head. I don't see a reason for him to do any other skill build, as he will need a Shrunk in this game. But we have Warhammer picked up on Drunken. He could either go Shrunken or just go into a damage item. I think Shieldbreaker would be fine here, in all honesty. Chipper gets picked up by the Pebbles. Again. So I think we'll see spell shards from Pebbles. They have only one vestment, but it's honestly so good for him to clear waves. They are mass rotting here. 2 rots to try to pick off this Drunken. He's got full charges on the drink now. Oh, fight for the top rune. Double damage gonna go to the Torture. Here comes the Impalement damage. Double combo comes in from the Pebbles, but Warbeast is here. He's most likely gonna clean up the Pebbles. The Vortex didn't save the Pebbles, unfortunately. They are gonna take out the Glacius. Champion a newer streak, making a double tap coming out for Chris, as he's now on the run, but the Warbeast Metamorphosis has worn off. I don't think he wants to fight into the Puzzle Box army, though. Like, it's still a lot of damage. You don't want to underestimate even when Warbeast has the ulti down. He's going to go in on the Chipper. He needs the third. Doink! Oh, there it is! He's going to doink Chipper up in the air. Now Warbeast, he's trying to bait for his team. Madman is now here. He's cleaning up the creep army as the Quakesun comes in from Moraxis. They take out the Bloodbath Drunken Master, and they will also get the Madman. This was definitely an overextension from Hellborn here. They lose everyone. Getting a little bit too high on the Bloodbath streak there. Gonna feed it over to the Moraxis, and now all of a sudden, well, you go and feed 900 gold to a Moraxis, he's got 3,000 gold. So now you just kind of gave away your lead a bit here, and he's gonna pick up his portal key. If Dutch can survive, which he cannot. Gonna maybe get the counter kill here on the Engineer. Yeah, if Dutch was a little bit better with hotkeys, he'd probably know from his 10,000 games of Han that you press B, E, R, and you buy PK. It's one of the better hotkeys to remember. But yeah, he had 3,000 gold anyway. He'd buy something else in his inventory as well. We got 1 icon charge on the Torts. Shieldbreaker 1 picked up on the Drunken Master. And Pebbles is actually going for Alchemist Bones, which I didn't mention, but that is more of an old school Pebbles build. He's going to go for the creep kill on the Warbeast. It makes sense to have somebody pick up an Alch Bones, because even if he doesn't take out the Skeleton King, he could take out the Wizard creep. Drunken going to bait out the Metamorphosis there. He takes out the Skeleton King again. Busk not doing the best micro there, but it's alright. He's still playing Warbeast. I'm still happy. Dutch, I think, definitely could have PK stomped him there, but Woop G has the reflexes of a cat. Snags the rune and gonna be fine. Gnome's picked up on the Torture here as well. That's pretty tanky. I think he goes for some kind of mana item, or like maybe even like a Frostfield Plate next would be really good. Not sure if he even needs a Shrunken. Moira caught the Chipper here. Chipper, just like his ELO, he's not having too much fun. He is 1-9 now. Janko just in a slump. Gonna get sacrificed here. So yeah, I mean, Hellborn has a lot of stuff going for them. They did slow down some of their momentum a bit. Moraxis picks up a Mighty Blade, which, I think he could have went for Hellflower. I don't think he necessarily needs Shrunken that badly. Madman's gonna get pretty close to his Shrunken now. Actually, no, I'm actually surprised that Koga's not more farmed than this. I feel like he could have definitely had a 20, like 2-minute shrunken head with the start that he had. I think he's got something in his stash. Maybe he needs the Warhammer and recipe. Maybe he needs 2,900 gold. Legion's gonna go for their own Kongor here. I think Warbeast goes either Shrunken or Brutalizer next. Let's see here. No vision from Hellborn. They do take out the tier 1. But Warbeast's gonna tank a lot of damage here on the Kong. Madman currently bottom, so if they decide to take this fight, it will be without the Madman. Our Axis is very low. Here comes the Metamorphosis. And they're not feeling comfortable going high ground. It's gonna stun up the Warbeast. The Metamorphosis is gonna run out in the next few seconds here. Quake Stun catches Moira in the background. They will get the first kill of the game, or team fight, sorry. As energy field is down. Ooh, nice toss on the Torture into the energy field. There's a stun as well, but there's the buffer. Torture holding his ground. Madman is here, but he doesn't have a Shrunken. Oh, it does get delivered to him actually. He does have the Shrunken, but man, it is way too late to pop the Shrunken. He is so low on life. He's gonna just retreat, it looks like, for now. If he was able to Shrunken before taking all the burst, then he could have manned up here and they could have really got at least 1 or 2 kills maybe. But that's gonna conclude the fight, it looks like. Drunken almost has Shieldbreaker 3. Needs a bit more. Pebble's gonna go either Staff or Shrunken Head here. I think honestly, he could just go Alk Bones into Staff. I don't even think he needs Shrunken. And he'd be just fine. Oh, he already has Shieldbreaker 3 actually. He had it in his stash. Alright. Oh, momentum continuing to grow for Hellborn. Torture might be going Mad Mage here actually. Not gonna go Frostfield. Except I'm the victim. This man is so fast! Can they catch him? Even a hasted Warbeast can't catch Drunken Master. This is what I talked about in the draft. You never want to see Drunken Master when you're a Warbeast. The man is just so quick. Torture gets Mana Thunder. Here comes a Quake Stun. Oh, they take out the Drunken with the Burster from the Matrix. Now Pebble's getting caught. Does have a combo, but I don't know if he can get out of this. He's going to go down to the Axe there. And it's a double tap coming out for Dutch. Energy field is down, and Nede might be in some trouble now. Zaku Rockets kicking in left and right. He missed about half of them. And, well, here comes Ramensky with the portal key on the Glacius. He's going to say, yo, Nede, what's up, bro? Dutch cleans it up with the hat trick. Double damage Madman. Meanwhile, pushing the tier 2 tower top. So yeah, he's getting closer to 600 GPM. I think we will see. What should Madman go here? Honestly, Brutalizer is super good against Warbeast when you're Madman. Also Wingbow, if you can get early Wingbow, but it's only good against the Warbeast. Aww. Words out in the face. I think a Brutalizer could be really good here. Or Madman. If it was like Snooki or Fa, it'd probably be a Hellflower. But I think Basher's good. Nullfire is also okay, but I think Brutalizer in this game specifically is better. Because Warbeast don't give no F's about getting his mana drained. I think Brutalizer Wingbow maybe into Symbol for Madman is the build this game. Warbeast doing some jukes. He's got a juke of Pebbles though. He's disabling the PK. Good micro coming in from Busk. Forces out the stalagmites on the creeps. Busk is like, yo, I'm juking. I'm in the Matrix. Drunken Master, top of the hero damage charts. Torture also on top. Doesn't surprise me at all. I really dislike the early shunk in this game on Moraxis. I think just the Hellflower does so much here. I think Drunken will go into Demonic next. I don't think we'll see... I don't think he needs the Shunkin necessarily. I mean, it is good, but he could also just go into Barrier. Maybe he goes Barrier if they want it. It wouldn't be bad. You can bulk up everybody from the Torturer. There's the Mad Mage. He's going to enhance his damage output. So no Kongor is up for 3 minutes on Hellborn, or 2 minutes on Hellborns now, and 3 minutes on Legion's Kong. Vortex gonna save Drunken here. He gets initiated on. I think he's gonna be fine. Madman comes in with Shrunken. Now there's no CC's up from the team. I don't know about this go from Madman. I think if anything that just kind of baited them to die. That was a bit optimistic. They didn't have Pebbles there. If they had Pebbles there, then I think it's fine to go in. Also, Engineer was bottom. Their two best teamfight heroes were not there, so I dislike Madman's decision to run in with Shrunken. Probably didn't realize the situation. More or less, Drunken baited himself to die. They do have the staff finished on Engie. He just finished farming that. It's a huge boost to their teamfight. We'll see if Busk is on top of his energy field killing skills here. He picks up a Sheepstick on Warbase, which... Ah, man! Usually I don't say Sheepstick is a bad pickup, but it's not your ideal Warbase pickup. I think he needs Demonic, Basher, and Shunk in this game, those three items. I don't think Sheep's the way to go here. Especially, it doesn't really buff up his creep army at all. Madman does go Brutalizer. I like his item build this game. It's got my seal of approval. Comes the freeze on the Drunken. Pop the Energizer, he's gonna drink for the charges. The Sheepstick's not gonna last that long. So there we see Warbase kinda not gonna get the good target. He's gonna be forced to run away here. Vortex stalling the fight. Busk TP's out on the Warbase. They're gonna lose the Moira here. Pebbles has a Shrunken head. Mana Burn is gonna do some damage there. Madman is going to fall. This fight still working out in Legion's favor despite Warbase supporting out really early on. Engineer gonna fall here as well. Everyone dies, but Woop. Woop is definitely saying team equals 0 right now. And, well, team is almost 0. They only killed the Glacius. It's not the guy they want to bring down. So, looks like the Icon Mad Mage Tort able to hold his ground, dealing a lot of damage in this fight as well. He still remains top. And Moraxis with the Shrunken, although I kind of said I didn't like it, it does allow him to... Oh, Whoop G. Whoop G's just got the reflexes of a goddamn machine here. I mean, he's... Oh, he might... Does he live this? I don't think he lives this. Nah, he doesn't live this. But he still got the one kill in the Moraxis first. We'll see if Hellborn or Legion can go high ground here. They are alive on the Engineer. He's got field up in 5. Moira goes in with a stun, sunders up the Tort. I don't think they want to use the energy field here. Maybe until Madman is up. Well, they do have Drunken up here. He's gonna throw it. He's gonna perplex them up. Drunken's not feeling like going in though, at least yet. Oh, he's gonna 2-punch the Chipper, 2 400 crits back to back. Chipper felt the power of the eggnog man. It's almost eggnog time. Madman gonna pop the Berserker, he's gonna go for the Kongor. Madman can probably kill this in about 15 seconds. Meanwhile, Legion side's gonna need a little bit longer to take out their Kongor. DD War Beast here gonna help with that. But Madman is a superb Kongor killing hero. As we can see, he takes it out faster than Legion team can as 3. But man, this game is really even. Warrior's gonna get a Vortex off here. And Moraxis pops the Shrunken Head. Oh, that was the real Moira actually. I'm a bit surprised. He had the Forge up. Decided to go in with his body. Drunken hasn't bought anything in a while. So he's not choosing to upgrade into the idol, which means I think he's gonna go for the demonic here. I definitely think he's gonna think about a Shrunken at some point as well. Oh, Engineer gonna get sheeped up here by the War Beast. Oh, Busk definitely making the sheepstick pickup work here. He's gonna take out the Rax here as well with the army. Gonna get the full set. Rax is just melt to War Beast. Meanwhile, down here the tower goes down. Madman not gonna get a Shrunken Head off. Oh no, this is disaster for Hellborn. Great sequence of events for Legion. They get the mid Rax and then they defend their bottom Rax. Quake Stun came in from Moraxis. They burst down the Madman. Now he does have a buyback, but ultimately this is not where they want to be at. Glacius gonna get caught here by the Moira, but there's no follow-up, so this is just antics at this point. Regen will spawn bot river. So Orbis looks like he's going for demonic now. I guess he's still feeling that he does not need a Shrunken Head, which I could get behind. I think he doesn't necessarily need it this game. I mean, there's Pebbles Engineer, but he hasn't really been threatened too much thus far. He's been making it work. Torture goes for a Frostfield plate, and now he has 40 armor. His 70% reduction. So the Drunken Master and Madman kind of tickle him. They're gonna need Harkons against Torture, or Harkons on the Madman probably, which is gonna mess up his item progression, right? He wanted to go Wingbow this game, and Symbol. He's gonna have to go Harkons at some point, or they're, I don't know. I don't think they're gonna be able to deal with the Torture. It's 570 GPM. Glacius has a Void as well. Chipper almost has Staff. He needs 2 more creep kills. Yeah. Janko's got his Staff coming. Bye. Devils is smoked up. They're gonna jump in with the Glacius here, freezing the Drunken. There's the Sheepstick. He did go for a Shrunken. Vortex gonna keep him alive for now. The energy field is still down. Pebbles and Moraxis are going at it in the background. Moira gonna survive low. You're gonna finally bring down the Torturer. That stops his legendary streak. Moraxis is gonna take out the Moira in the background, but he's gonna sacrifice himself. And this fight was really good from Hellborn. The Vortex was very, very good here from Moira. And although he did die ultimately, they got the first target down was the Tort, which was huge for Hellborn. Huge Vortex and huge focus fire on the Torture from Hellborn. Very, very good fight. We'll see if they can force some buybacks here. Now they do have a buyback on the Tort and the Moraxis, so we might see double buybacks come in. But they should at least get the last outer tower here. And they have Berserk coming back up. Shunkens are all down from the Tricore here. There's the symbol for Madman. So he just wants to survive. Maybe later he goes for Harkons. Maybe he doesn't even go for it. they finally proved that they can kill Torture if they're able to focus him. Maybe the Mana Sunder is enough to box Torture out of the fight for a good while. Whoa, here comes the Berserk. There's the first buyback. Torture wants to hold off. He's got 15 seconds left. They're going to concede this Rax. Well, I say concede, but they are trying to get the catch here. Madman Chunkin is going to wear off. Turret from Nede going to stop the Maraxis blink. So, very, very happy if you're Hellborn here. Now, they did use one buyback, which I think I did not mention on the Drunken Master at some point. I don't know when, but he did buy back. So they did buy back on the Maraxis and they didn't ultimately achieve anything with it. Kongor in 3 minutes here. Kongor in 3 minutes here. Demonic was finished by Busk. I do think he's going to want... I think he's going to want Drunken, honestly, at some point. But typically when you go up against a Madman as a Warbeast, you want Basher. And that's because he's going to have the Shrunken. So it's not always going to be easy to sheep the Madman. You're going to want to be able to try to man fight him. So that is the one issue I have with the sheep, but he has been making pretty good use of it so far. Pebbles did finish a staff. He goes all in, buys out, which I'm fine with. The staff is a great teamfight tool. If he's able to toss 2 to 3 guys in the fight, it's a lot of control for Madman and Drunken. Especially if they get caught in the energy field and they get group chucked. Super, super good. So if anything, he's more of like a lockdown than a damage dealer this game. He didn't go for shards or at least just yet a Resto Stone, which we see on a lot of Pebbles nowadays. Tort goes for post haste. He doesn't have a buyback right now, so he's bought out. I think he had a PK at some point as well. He's got PK post haste. A lot of small mid-game items. So he'll, if this game goes 1 hour, he's gonna start swapping out some of these items like gnomes and maybe even Portal Key or Mad Mage at some point. But still has 8 charges on the icon, very valuable for him. I think we could see staff from Chipper given to either Glacius or Torturer. Probably Torturer since he is the position 1. Glacius gets picked off here. To be honest, when you're in late game scenarios, even getting picked off on a support can be kind of impactful. We'll see what Hellborn decides to do with that. Because a lot of the times the supports cannot afford buybacks. So it puts your team at a -1 disadvantage. So we see Torture, he's split pushing, he's got the post ace up in 15. Top lane, Moraxis. Oh my god, does Engineer not see him? I guess he's in the trees here. Yeah, the creeps would hit him if they saw him, so he's actually hidden here. Oh, Drunken gets another pick off. These are some really good pickoffs from Chris. And as I said, they got both the supports picked off, and these guys usually don't have buybacks in late game. Especially when they show items like big items like staff. It's really hard for them to get those. So they could get a token here if they're able to do double Kongor. So the Glacius and the Chipper dying is actually going to be pretty important for their team. Kind of sets their team back a bit. So they're going to get their own, or they're going to get the Kongor steal here. They're going to port back to defend their base, and then most likely get their own Kongor and get a token on either Drunken or the Madman, which I think they'll probably put it on the Madman. Vortex gonna catch the Warbeast here. He's gonna get stunned up. No, he's hasted, so they need to chain CC him. Oh, Woop G misses the stun! Whoopa! He was already stunned from Shards of Harkon. You can't do that, man. You're gonna maybe miss the kill here. Big port out from Busk. He jukes the Shards of Harkon stun from Moira, but man, come on, Whoop. I was giving you a lot of credit this game. You can't be missing stuns on stun, guys. I mean, regardless here, they're going to get their Kongor, most likely. We'll see if Legion tries to fight this. But Madman going to most likely get a token here. I don't think Legion will get here in time. Maybe Zaku makes some 6 snipes, but he's currently headed top. So they're giving it up, it looks like. I'm pretty sure if this was Dude playing Chipper, Dude would be like smoked up here or something, trying to ninja steal the Kong. But it's okay. No flame. Nice portal key from the turret, avoids the stun. They're going to counter here on the Moira, and he's going to die. He does not have a buyback. Well, this is a good start here for Legion. They're going to break the tower. Now, Madman does have a token and a buyback. So I think we will most likely see a clash here. They're going to wait for Pebbles to try to get a group initiation here. Maybe Madman could bait it out. Does have to be careful, though, of the Sheepstick from the Warbeast, who, you know, he does have that up. They do get the racks here. So they are going to lose their second racks. And they're going to be able to just reset. So, you know, despite having the token, they were dead on the Drunken Master. And the Moira got picked off as well. I think I might have failed to mention the Drunken died. So, despite they have a token, they do have to defend both the top and the middle lanes. Meanwhile, Hellborn only has the one melee racks down bottom. They didn't get the full set either just yet. So they're gonna go for something here, but they will have to constantly adjust the base. The big creeps are rolling down the lanes now. So if they're gonna go for a play, they got to do it really fast because they're gonna have to go back and defend their base in the next, I would say, 30 to 40 seconds or so. Araxis is invis here with the Bound Eye. Torture currently off in the water. He's just chilling. I wonder if we'll see like a Hyper Crown pick up on somebody that's not Madman, so that somebody else can defend creeps. Maybe Engineer could farm a Hyper Crown. Nede, make me proud and buy a Hyper Crown. I don't think Moira can farm it, unfortunately. It'd be pretty sick if Moira could do it, because she could then spawn the Ephemeral Forge, put Hyper Crown on her Forge Illusion, and then push out waves. But I don't think she can get the gold this game. But she would be like the best hero to like defend against big creeps safely. Sadly, she won't be able to farm it this game. I think Engineer could definitely get it though. Nede's playing Doge Sweeper. Scouting out the Warbeast dogs here. Torture is still just chilling in the corner of the map here. Don't think Hellborn would really have any idea he's doing that. Dutch still trying to pick up his next tier of item. He had to buy back, so he's going to delay his Hellflower timing quite a lot. Ooh, Glacius could maybe get spotted here. I don't know if Drunken saw him. Oh, but he's going to run into him here. Doesn't get the Void Talisman off. Oh, he misses the jump, but Pebbles is there. Also got a 570 crit. So Glacius once again dying. I think this is the same spot he died in the last time. Getting deja vu here. Now they still have the creeps pushing in. So they might not ultimately be able to do a whole lot in this 1 minute window. Busk has buyback. He could also buy a Shrunken here. Not sure if he'll buy anything just yet. This game is really close. We're getting to almost 50 minutes now. He does buy out a Shrunken on the Warbeast, which I think he needs now. Madman goes for Harkon's Blade. What did he get rid of? Chalice or whatever? Maybe this was the token slot also. I think if he dies, he loses buyback gold. Actually, he might have buyback still. I should know what the cost of level 25 buyback is. I just know it's very expensive. Oh, here we have a Sheepstick on the Pebbles. Gets the Shrunken Head off. He's going to toss up the creeps only. The Shrunken Head was activated. Busk's going to try to take out the energy field. Shrunken trying to stall that. Meanwhile, Moraxis in the background is getting kited pretty heavily. Pebbles is going to go down first. He does buy back. Maybe he posts haste here to something. And we see Moira goes down. Torture's now in the front lines, but here comes the Madman with Shrunken and Brutalizer. Torture gets absolutely massacred, even though he had a Shrunken Head on. And Warbase doesn't have a buyback. This is a really solid fight here from Hellborn, even though they lost the Pebbles. I mean, it was a 2-for-1, still in Legion's favor. But they have no buyback on the Tort. We'll see if they can actually force it or not. Legion might still be fine here. They send Engineer back to defend. I think Nede should pick up the Hyper Crown, as I said. He should just go in and buy the Thunder Claw. It'll help him push out the waves. Get rid of either the Chalice or the Locket. But yeah, I don't think Hellborn can do anything, so it's kind of sad that they buy back on the Pebbles and they're not able to get a Rax out of it, but it is what it is. Madman might also be able to sell the boots, but he did go for damage instead of movement speed buffs from Kongor. I think maybe in hindsight he's going to wish he had movement speed. This would have been, I think, 32 movement speed. And then he could sell the boots later. So he could buy some kind of big item. They have the Bolin now on Moraxis, so he doesn't go for Hellflower. Drunken actually is hiding up here now. They will spot him with the Bulwark. But not when he's shrouded, so he did pick up a shroud. He's actually thinking about going in for the chipper kill. Oh, he didn't Chunkin though! He didn't Chunkin! He saw the Warbeast there as well. Oh, he needed to Chunkin there. Way too late on the Chunkin. Suiciding for the lowest ELO. Not always the play. Born yesterday. Alright, so well, we have Chipper dead for Drunken. I got buyback. Oh, Madman, he could get initiated on here. There's the Quake stun from Moraxis. Oh, this is so bad. Legion gonna capitalize here. They're gonna buy back on Madman and the Engineer who also got picked off. Hubble's gonna jump in here. They lost the tower at the base too. Double Chuck comes in. Madman's not hitting anybody. He's trying to go for the Glacius. Meanwhile, the Vortex in the background is holding Moraxis and the Warbeast. There's the Shunken Head from Warbeast. Madman is currently sheeped. He is Bolad, and he is going to die. And Legion team is maybe doing it here. Engineer going to fall. Very, very sloppy from Hellborn in the last couple of minutes here. And they were looking to be in a pretty good spot earlier, even though they were down 2 Raxes. I think they still had a good shot here, but the Legion team finding the pickoffs here. Chiefster comes out on the Drunken. Does have a Shrunken Head, he's going to use it. Moraxis has his Matrax activated. Torture in the background is doing some good damage. He's going for the Rax with the Ailment up. And they are going to get the Mega Creeps here. Engineer dies again. Nede just died, I think 3 times in a minute. And instead of having an item, he is gonna have no items. They do get the chipper. They're gonna take out the Drunken. Warbeast is champion in New Earth. And it looks like Warbeast might get his first win here in Inhouse League. I don't recall Warbeast being picked up in any game so far that at least I've seen. So that makes me pretty happy. Busk not only drafts the Warbeast, but he gets a W with it. And they ran the Torture carry there, 630 GPM, finishing it off. Very, very fun game to watch here. And Legion team will pick up